I don't know what made me want to get this. I don't know. Maybe I thought it would be more useful than it actually is. But it ain't useless in general. Apple Pencil is so bloody useless. Hi, Luetu. Hello, Dali. I was thinking of playing music, but I'm not like getting ready or anything. And I was about to record like a thought piece and share some of like one of the things I've been learning and reading and researching. But I thought, you know what? Let me reserve that for Thought Digest. We can just have a whole different conversation. Hello, guys. Hi, B. Hi, Ompile. Hi, Tanepo. Hi, Luetu. Ngiyabonga Luetu. Send it to me. Hi, Zukanya. Thank you. Hi, Lishe. So, what else can we talk about today? Because I was about to like do a whole TikTok on respectability politics and how entertainment makes you stupid, blah, 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 blah. But I thought, you know what? We can save that for the podcast, shall we? This iPad is about to die. It's about to die. How have you been? I've been well, guys. The last time we spoke, I was crashing out. Valid. It was a very valid crash out. But I'm better now. I'm better. Is that henna on your nails? Yes, it is. You have your own podcast now? No, I don't. Ngifuna ningirekhode futhi ngoba khona esinye isigaxa sendaba engizosikhipha namhlanje. Khona esinye isigaxa sendaba, isibhebezo sendaba engizosikhipha namhlanje. Then I'll give you 5 seconds to start recording and prepare to post on your TikTok channels. I'll give you 5 seconds before ngikhiphe nje enye nje iswoq sendaba. Yes. Just give you 5 seconds here while I wait for my iPad to die because that's literally what I'm doing. Ni ready? I think it's keeping much. Psych! What you thought this was? I will not be trapped again. What? Psych! You thought internet not be place for opening mouth, oh. Internet not be place for opening mouth, open hearts. No. Open brain, open skull. Are they mad? Are they crazy to open my mouth again? You people are evil, oh. You people are wicked. Are they crazy? Are they mad? Hey, what's so fake? Ngamane ngibe fake. Ngifuna ukuthi bangirecord baposte khona lokhu. Khathela abantu abadlala ngabe. You thought. Imagine. I've learned my lesson. I've learned it. That's it. Can't keep myself for internet, oh. I can't keep myself for internet. Yeah, we should laugh. We should just be laughing. To say anything serious, I would be an idiot. I would be an idiot. These people, they're crazy, oh, caramba. Can you see your earring? So I've got this cuff here, planet, butterfly, and what is that? Oh, a hoop, and then a bigger hoop. This is from Lovisa. This is from Mo's Piercings in Pretoria. Even the butterflies from Mo's Piercings. And then this cuff is from Shein. Yeah. Saying Shilog. I hope, you know what's crazy is that like no matter what I say, even if I say something funny, even if I say something, you know, uplifting, yeah, post a log, so post on J, wish. Hey. Anyway, guys, how are you? How's everyone? I hope everyone is holding up well. How are exams? Hair so pretty. Thank you. Our exams, I know most people are done with exams. I know Paul's done with exams. She's just taking a break, a much needed breather before we get back into the swing of things. How's everyone else? Like, what are your plans for the festive? My plans for the festive, I don't got none. Sipila iwishi. Wow, the cuff earring is beautiful. Thank you so much. It looks like venom to me, you know what I'm saying? Anytime I wear this, is I'm on my villain, I'm a villain, basically. But Abong, there was one time I answered that question, and the one time I had people calling me, "Are you okay? We are trend." Angifuni ukutrenda mina, angifuni ukutrendela into engekho. Angifuni nje ukutrendela into engekho. Angitrendela ukuthi angazi ukuthi ngenzeni. You know, I have this really bothering urge that I should be somewhere doing something important for someone, like making a meaningful change in the world. But then I think, do I care enough? You know what I mean? And I don't. Like, I care about my family, and for as long as my family is in tip-top shape, like all my family members are good, I don't think that I have anything meaningful to contribute to the world, honestly. Because I'm not moving my world, you know what I'm saying? I'm not moving and shaking my world, the people in my sphere. What am I doing day in the rest of the world trying to make a difference? So what's important to me right now is making a difference in my world, and then the rest will follow. Because I'm just playing this game. I'm not drawing. I'm playing a game because it's the only thing this pencil is useful for. Maybe you just haven't come across something to contribute to yet. Maybe you're right, Wanda. Maybe you're right. I think I admire people who have a reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, people, that's why Miss South Africa this year for me has been so beautiful to watch, because I really admire people who wake up and say, this is what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is where I'm going. This is who I want to be. This is what I want to change. Like, just people who have purpose are really, really admirable to me now. You know, I've thought about it and I've realized to have a purpose and to move in the direction of your purpose is an amount of bravery I can't muster up. If anything, whatever my purpose is, I will go in the opposite direction because of how burdensome purpose is. Anyway, when will you guys get married? South Africa is ready. The number of engagements I've seen this week, I'm just like, hey, ngise, I would say move about that. Ngisele. What's that Zulu song? What's that? I forgot it now. What the song is? Zulu. It's like one of those. You know what? I won't even remember, even if I try. Are you okay? I'm good, thank you. How are you, Musi? Exams are fighting me. This is me, and this is my exams, bro. What time? When do you finish writing? Cause it's like, oh no, it's still November. It's still October. It's people in varsity that are done writing. People in high school are not. Sorry. Sorry. Hang in there. One more month. Where's your Afro playlist? I'll play one song, but doesn't TikTok ban people? That's why I don't play songs on live here, because my app is on 2%. That's why I don't play music on live, because I wouldn't get banned. But there's this one song. I don't want nothing to bother me. What's that song, man? It's so cold outside, my nigga. Caiah, I love how you're so well articulated. How did you achieve that? Is a good basic education. I found that the key to being well articulated is to keep speaking. Honestly, you can have all the knowledge. I know the smartest people who still aren't able to articulate themselves because they don't speak often. They're introverts, right? But even if you're an introvert, talk to the mirror. You know what I'm saying? Talk to your pet. Talk to yourself. Talk to the camera. Just keep talking and listen to yourself. So I recommend recording. Listen to yourself and find the filler words. Replace words that you know you have better vocabulary for, you know. Write down your thoughts and then try to speak them. Add on to, just speak, honestly. You'll find that, not even you'll find that, but when you look at the first episode of Thought Digest and you look at the most recent episode of Thought Digest, there's quite a significant difference in the way that I speak, because I spoke every week for an hour. Just spoke non-stop. It's a pleasure, Miss E.M. Hale. Why are we not seeing you a lot on our screens though? Bro, I'd kill to have your talent. What are you talking about specifically? Are you talking about acting? Are you talking about podcasting? Are you talking about... What are you talking about? The daily... You know... YouTube, darling. There are some vlogs that I've sent for editing, so don't worry, I'm vlogging. But as for manicured content, the podcast and the daily, can I say this? I don't know. I remember, guys, we were surrounded by Zinja last time we were live, so now I have to be careful what I'm saying, because Kona is Zinja. Guys, I never thought in my life I'd be on a vlog. I didn't think anybody cared about what I had to say that much. Don't you get hungry and tired shooting for an hour speaking non-stop? We do. And you know what's crazy is that I never go to studio on a full stomach. I do the foolish thing of not eating before I leave my house. So half the time, not even half the episodes, majority of Thought Digest episodes, I was hungry. And it was my fault because I left without eating. That's why I would drink those drinks. And finish my drink because I'm thirsty, I'm hungry. I don't take care of myself like I should. Don't you get hungry? Oh, I already read that. Which course do you do? Oh, I graduated a long time ago. Last time I was in a lecture hall was in 2022. That's 3 years ago now. Still waiting for the Kenya trip. I've posted everything I've been allowed to post. Everything else is awaiting approval. This year we don't have Vlogtober. Hey boy, October showed me dust. I couldn't, like 1 week, I don't know if it was my luteal phase or what. The second week of October it was this tooth first. The third week of October was this tooth. I've just come out of the dungeon. I've just come out of the trenches. Trust me, I tried Vlogtober. You're gonna see in the vlogs that I post next week that I tried Vlogtober and my body said no. Don't ask me stupid questions. It's not that just coming back this year though. Yes, we miss you so too. We miss you too. Stop with the shady questions, guys. She'll end the live. Thank you, Buitumelo. I will. I don't know what on earth, what impression I gave when I gave the impression that you can ask me invasive questions. I don't ask you invasive questions. So where's the audacity? Is it a button on this live where you just click audacity? What's happening? I've never done that. I don't even so much as talk about other people for you to ask me about other people. Do you get what I'm saying? Man. Guys, play school. When last did I read Afrikaans? The irony of not eating on your podcast is crazy because Velo is supposed to digest your thoughts. You get it, Romeo. You get it. You're so locked in. Kage. Guys, I've also been wanting to change my content direction. So today I took my green screen outside and I wanted to shoot something outside, but the wind was fighting me and my green screen kept falling down. But I do want to change my content direction. I just don't know if you guys are going to rock with me still, you know? If I create more manicured content than I do, you know, not personal, but like relatable stuff. If I start tapping into the artistic stuff, you guys still love me? Have your piercings healed? Yo, they healed long ago. They healed fairly fast. I think less than 6 weeks. They took less than 6 weeks to heal. This one closed. This one up here closed. I need to go back and ask them to open the hole again because it's closed. But also, to be fair, every time I do a side part, it's on this side. And these are the earrings that show. You can't even see the earrings that are on this other ear. Where have you been? Resting. My wisdom teeth try to take me out. I also need to get serious about making a doctor's appointment, a dentist appointment. We tired of the same mini what? What do you mean? Tired of the same mini what? What do you mean? How many piercings do you have? And Caiah has a sharp tongue. Stop being that brave. Witimelo, why is it like you live with me? Why is it like you know me? What's going on? You know me so well, man. What was I about to say now? Yeah, you know what now? There was a point where we rock no matter what, and we appreciate growth or extension of oneself. Oh, thank you. That makes me feel so much better about changing my content style. The sharp tongue thing, right? Even my family knows. If I just give you one look and I'm just like, I'm thinking something that can rock your world. Do you know how many like friendships, business relationships, budding friendships, or like acquaintances, do you know how many of those I've destroyed with one sentence? Just destroyed because I'm a full-time jesty. You really are, Vitumelo. You want to change content too? No, I'm still going to create like within the beauty space, fashion, skincare. But now I want to set myself apart with my creative abilities. Because like, get ready with me. We can all do that, you know what I mean? OOTD, we can all do that. But now it's like, what makes Caiah different? Now we know, yeah, Caiah can do this. She can do the daily. She can sit down and do digest. She can do skits there. She can do her makeup. She can do her hair. She can, fashion. She can do, like, we know, multifaceted. Now it's like, how good are you? We know you can do different things, but like, how well can you do the different things? That's what I want to do. Maybe I'll set it aside for 2026, to be honest, and just ride the 2025 wave until completion, and then 2026 we come out, because 2025 was like a lot about establishing how versatile I am as a creator, and then 2026 is about showing how creative I am in my versatility. So if I'm doing a get ready with me, what makes my get ready with me different? If I'm doing an OOTD, what makes my OOTD different? You know what I'm saying? It's not that I just come back. Yes, it is, my love. What's your talent? I honestly don't know. I love you too, Lonnie. Do you know when the winners will be announced? No, I don't know. Today is the last day, though. I know for sure I'm everywhere you go. Thank you, Didi. There's no life on the net, so we'd love to see the artistic side. Thank you, Mama. Still you and Mommy. Yes, still me and Mommy. But I know for sure I'm everywhere you go. Oh, you already said that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Anywho, in other news, you look with every hairstyle. Thank you. I think this brown hair is here to stay for a while, hey? There's something about this brown hair that makes me feel, who's that girl? I don't know, this brown hair, this chocolate brown hair has me acting bad. Has me acting crazy. You'll keep the podcast name or it's under there. We're keeping the podcast name. Miss you and Mpo. We miss you guys too, guys. Like, I can't wait. And you know what's crazy is that if you were into or not with your requirements, you tryna get me in trouble. You tryna get me ginger. I will try ginger. You are the reason I'm logged in with the red app all the way from good times. We need creative braid intro. No, my hairline is in the mud. I don't know what happened between, I think it was like all the braided hairstyles I did last year, guys, because I was going last year back to back braided hairstyle, like ipondo to ilontuza to ini, and now my hairline is like, stop the bus. So I don't know if we're gonna have braids I don't think we're gonna have braids for a while, Chom. I can't lie. You smell good. Kajani. How do you know? Are you on this Monday? She's still in Venda, so I don't know. Not this Monday, probably the next. It would have been nice to come back in the first Monday of November, but is it uncomfortable having an install in all the time and sleeping with it Lala, let me tell you something. It is. Don't let these baddies lie to you. The other day, was it the other day or yesterday? I had to cut my wig cap. Can you see? I had to cut it because it was tight. I was like, no, I can't be experiencing this tightness for beauty. But also, braided hairstyles also come with the tightness and then it loosens up over time. So this will loosen up over time, I hope. But it's really like, for it to melt into your skull like this, it needs to be. So it is uncomfortable. What about lashes? I've had really bad experiences with lashes. Individuals specifically. I'm gonna try plasters next week, but individuals, like, they apuma nama lentu zam nenkope zam. So my lashes are really fragile. That's why I don't do lashes, because I don't want to lose my real ones. Like the way I've always imagined you being on Big Brother. Let me tell you the tea. Let me give you the tea. I actually auditioned for Big Brother last year and I didn't get in. Like, I got to the second round because there's a first round where you send your tape. Yeah, there's a first round where you send your tape just telling them who you are, like what makes you different, like why do you want to come to Big Brother, like nah. So my audition tape went through, then comes the second round. The second round is where they ask you now deep questions. They say, what is the most... I don't remember the questions. Let me not lie. I don't remember the questions. But I'm going to give you an example. Example would be, what is the most traumatic thing that you've ever been through and how did you overcome it? I guess my trauma wasn't trauma enough. I don't know why. Maybe... I don't know why I didn't make it, man. But I was so bummed. I wanted to be on Big Brother so bad, like so bad. It was the first thing that I had auditioned for in years. And I don't take rejection very well. Like, I'm one of those people, you reject me, I never want to hear from you again. I never even want to see your name. Nothing. So even Big Brother, like, I stopped watching because I'm just like, they rejected me. What am I watching this for? So yeah, I don't think, would you ever start streaming full-time on YouTube? I think I'm talkative enough to stream. Am I entertaining enough to stream? That's the tea. But honestly speaking, I think I have the capacity to be one of the greatest female streamers. Like, if I just log in and say I want to stream, I want to, like, do all the challenges, do something crazy, do Kaisanat, do speed. You know what I'm saying? Like, just merge all of them in one place. You know what I'm saying? One girl just doing crazy stuff. Yeah, having a balance between creativity, like, being funny, all of that, and take it to stream, bruv. I think I have the capacity to be a great streamer. Is streaming profitable right now? No. No, so I don't know. Or maybe I can be one of the pioneers, like one of the female pioneers of streaming. Maybe I need to catch the wave in South Africa before it takes off, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe I just need to be in the right place at the right time. No judgment, just shock, sweetheart. We here, we don't judge. What's happening here? No, I'm shocked. What's happening? They'll be back. You have followers. That's why they rejected me. Yeah. Well, I have to go somewhere, but you can't be glued. Go, you can come back. It's not like I'm ending the live anytime soon. But it should find you ready when it becomes profitable. You're right. So now I've made over 100K in 14 days on Twitch. 100K what? Rand. You lie. 100K in 14 days. You lie. Please don't gas me up, bruv. Don't do that. Because if you're telling me streaming is profitable now, I'll buy a streaming setup now, boy. Sit up there in the lounge, make noise for my family every night. To be a female pioneer in SA means you have to set up the groundwork, which is so hard. You know what I'm saying? But he's almost full-time streamer. I see full-time streaming. He did try through Twitch subs and ads. Twitch has money. I was loot. Clearly, I was loot. Twitch has money. Cause I have the mouth to like stream 24/7, just be yapping, reacting to everything. But the thing about streamers, is that like in South Africa, are there any streamers who have brand deals? Are there any streamers with brand deals? Unless I keep up like the span that I'm doing now, and the streaming is another page. Guys, wait a minute. Maybe we talking something that makes sense, yeah. Maybe we talking something that makes sense, yeah. It's just that like the thing about no, I don't drink alcohol, so Chiller's Punch, like I won't be able to work with Chiller's Punch because I don't drink. Most streamers do the same, you just have to be different. You hear what I'm saying? Full-time streaming, but full-time. You see, one of the other things that puts me off streaming is that people like to screen record, right, and chop things up. That's the thing that I don't like. Like, I like to go live, read people's comments on live, go crazy, But when they take it and they start chopping things and editing them together to make me sound like I'm a villain, that's when I'm like, I stopped the past. Where are we going? It's a phone manji. That's why I haven't gone live in like a month, because of what happened the last time I went live. So, should we just... But also, guys, the streaming setup is expensive, eh? Streaming setup, eh? When will I break even? Or maybe I should drop a streaming trailer. Let me see. Wah! You know what I'm saying? Then, I don't know. Because you don't see women on stream very often. So maybe I bring like the most popular females on stream, you know? Because we got the connects. So bring the most popular females on stream. Do crazy things on stream. You know? Do something different. We're recording even now. Ay leto. Trailer. Yeah, let me just sit and think on how I can do streaming differently. You know what I'm saying? Cause like, yeah, let me just think about how I can do streaming differently, and how I can do it in a way that obviously makes sense for me. Let me take my time. Let me not, cause streaming setup is 30,000 rand, boy. 30000 rand for a streaming setup, to get the PC, get a webcam, get a what, get the computer, get the headsets, get the mic, get the Let me think about it, guys. Let me think about it and get back to you. But streaming, maybe I need to hop on it now before it goes crazy, you know? It might even be more than that amount. More than 30,000. Yeah, no. Unless they can sponsor me. Let me put out a trailer, because that I can afford. Let me put out a trailer and then use the trailer to reach out to sponsors. And then use like my previous YouTube content as the backing and say, hey, please sponsor my stream. Sponsor me as a streamer. You'll break even someday. It might not be in the next few months, but you'll break even someday. I must hit up. Who do I hit up for sponsorships to sponsor me on stream? Sony. Say, pop out with a Sony deal. I don't even have the Sony connects. But I'll pop out with a Sony deal. Say, this is what I want to do. I want to be a crazy female streamer. Go for energy drinks. Okay, Emmy. Say Red Bull. Yes. I'm going to say Red Bull, Sony. Let's get one more. Red Bull, Sony, and who else? L'Oreal. Yeah. L'Oreal, Red Bull, Sony. I feel like L'Oreal, obviously, if I'm talking about my skincare routine on stream, but I'm not even gonna do that. Like, we'll leave all the skincare stuff for TikTok. Stream, I don't know. Yeah, Red Bull, Sony, and what else on stream? Not L'Oreal. L'Oreal is beauty. I'm not doing any beauty things on stream. Does influencing have money? Like, I really want to be a content creator. Listen, it's the long game. It really is the long game. There are people who are favored and they begin to see results within the first year of their influencing journey. But to be honest, dude, I only started seeing results in year 3. In year 3. So if you like, I think you can be a content creator. Just don't hop on it full time yet until it starts paying your bills. Then you can hop on it full time. But for now, like, get a job or something to sponsor your content creation. Look at the lighting going away and my iPad is about to die. I want to use my iPad for lighting. But it's about to die. Would you go back to a 9 to 5? Hell no. To the no. Hell to the no. Man, I can't even do the same thing every day for 2 days. Imagine every day for the rest of my life I'm doing the same thing. I'm waking up at the same time, showering at the same time, taking the same route. It dead. It dead. I was using it for light. It dead. So, no. Connections matter in influencing. No. That's not true, guys. That's not true. What matters, let me give you the 411. Let me give you the 411. Authenticity. Right, and I'm giving you the 411 based on what has worked for me. I'm not gonna give you formula, someone else's formula. Nah, I'm gonna tell you what has worked for me. Authenticity. Just be yourself. Don't look at what someone else is doing and how they're doing it. Do it how you want to do it, bro. Do it how you want to do it. Because we can tell when you're forcing, bro. We can tell when your voice is now different. Like, the creators who's like, live voice is different from their content voice. When they go live, they sound different than how they sound when they're on live. Anyway, so authenticity. Be yourself. That's your greatest advantage. Secondly, embrace perfectionism. Like, be nitty-gritty about your lighting. Be nitty-gritty about your angle. Be nitty-gritty about what you're wearing. Like, put actual effort into looking good, bro. Look good. Don't look good according to, like, other people's standards. Look good according to your own standards, bro. If you like your natural hair, show us your natural hair and how you feel so beautiful in your natural hair. If you like, what else? If you don't like to get your nails done, don't get your nails done. Show us how you maintain your natural nails, guys. Like, that's what makes you different in 2025. Like, go the other direction. If you want to look and sound like everyone else, you're gonna be in the same spot as everyone else, honestly. Hi, Mbali. That 9 to 5 people were broke. No, guys, honestly, nah. If I could, with the way the economy is going, even Paul says the same thing. Like, if you have a 9 to 5, you better not let go of that 9 to 5. The world is on fire. You hear me? Money is scarce. Resources are scarce. Like, don't let go of your 9 to 5 because it seems like something else is easier and influencers are making money. Guys, an influencer can go 4 or 5 months without a brand deal. There's still rent to pay. Where do you think they're getting that money, bro? They're thriving. They're doing freelance work. if they're not doing freelance work, they're like, they're changing their resume to being social media managers. Influencing is as inconsistent as any entrepreneurship, bro. 1 month can be better than the other months, and there you are, you've quit your job for something where you don't know how much money you're gonna make. My friend, don't be an idiot. If you have a 9 to 5, keep the 9 to 5, please. We miss you too, Letinhlanhla. We miss you too. Who's Yamtanda? Kuthiwa wena uyibhuli. Kusho wena? Noma? The way I don't like kuthiwa, someone said, oh, this is what do you say? Because I'm talking to you, aren't I? I can't talk to other people through you. Even if they sent you, I can't talk to other people through you. What do you say? Kuthiwa. No, kuluma nawe nje. I said, hey, Mali. I say, hey. Do you regret or love your decision on your job? I love my job, guys. Like, the fact that I can change the direction that I'm going in whenever I want to, that kind of freedom for me, I wouldn't change it for anything. Ngithanda isicebe, ngithanda. Hey, ngithanda like I love. People are buying cars and houses more. So what's the truth? What do you mean? Because they can. I wasn't saying influencing is not profitable. It is. You can make a lot of money. I said it's inconsistent. Unless you have a side hustle or you have investments. It'll be the 9 to 5 and then whatever you do outside of that to give you not a consistent income, but like it's always best to have multiple streams of income. When you see an influencer buying a car or a house, they're not just an influencer. They're probably a campaign consultant, a social media manager, or they have investment somewhere else, or they have a clothing brand, or they're selling lip gloss or something. Like that is what will take them to the next levels, because if you save the money you make from your brand deals and you do something even more profitable that will sustain you even when you don't get a brand deal, that's the recipe, you know? Mbali. How did you get your first million? Savage, I don't have a million yet. I don't have a million. I can't wait to be able to answer that question. I can't wait to be able to answer that question. Right now, I can't. Like, there was a time where I thought, I probably was, because the sphere of work I was in paid really well. But, like, there was a time where I thought, I'd be making 2-3 million a month. To dream. Anyway. Mina bengithi umuhle kakhulu, not only do you have looks but brains. Oh, honey, thank you, Kara. Thank you. How do you feel when you see overseas content creators make more money but you also do the same, right? Look, the US is the entertainment hub of the world. The world is watching the US. So to me, it makes sense that their AdSense is higher. They get paid more for brand deals. They have more money. It makes so much sense to me, guys. Like, they're the culture hub. Music, everybody's looking that way. Majority, like, obviously per genre. If it's Afrobeats, we're looking here. If it's piano, we're looking here. But if it's things like hip hop, it's over there. If it's things like R&B, it's over there. You know what I mean? They are the culture center of the world. So for them to be paid more, it doesn't bother me. It makes so much sense. But celebrities are not rich, can't. Who's a celebrity, Savage? Who's a celebrity? Does TikTok pay? There's monetization tools on TikTok for South African creators. Like, if you help an artist promote their song, you can get some money from that on TikTok. You can make money on TikTok Live as well. But TikTok doesn't pay per post, unfortunately. My mom. Okay, now I'm preparing myself to leave. No, you're going to get in trouble. Go and do the thing you are supposed to do. Go and do the thing you're supposed to do. YouTube. Does YouTube pay? AdSense is really low in South Africa, guys. You get like, I don't know what the AdSense is now. In November and December, it's a little bit higher. You get paid a little bit more. But, generally, I think you get paid like 23 cents per ad view. So that's why like YouTubers are asking you to watch the ads all the way through. Because that's how we get paid. It's like if you watch the entire ad all the way to the end, we get some cents. I think it's like 20 something cents, 23, 24 cents. Where'd you get your hair? From Starglam. I posted them on my IG. They posted me here on TikTok. Just search Starglam ZA. Do you even have YouTube? Ish, I do. I'm posting this week though. Don't worry. I'm hungry, but I can't Uber Eats again, Oaks. 20 Rand. I don't know, it's 20 cents or 20. No, it's not 20 Rand. If it was 20 Rand, I'd be taking my YouTube game seriously. It's not 20 Rand. It's 20 cents. 20 something cents. How do you pronounce your name? Caiah. Vlogs. Oh my gosh, I'm there. So my vlog channel is Caiah M2. So CAIAHMTOO, not TWO, TOO. Then my main channel is just Caiah M. Here to advertise my page, but show me. Advertise that, Dali. No restrictions. Is it not raining that side? It's about to. It's drizzling right now. You are not live every day, and I can go there any day. Go where? Where are you supposed to be going? Where are you supposed to be going? Guys, I want to cut my brows even thinner. Like, make them really thin. Do you guys think it would be nice? But also, I think the thinner my brows are, the more pronounced my forehead is. So maybe not. Maybe not. Let's cook something like Caiah, because you can't always Uber Eats. But I also don't want to cook. I also don't want to cook. Don't do it. Don't do it. I love your accessories. Thank you. Is that henna on your nails? Yes, it is. No, they fine like that. What's fine? Oh, my eyebrows. Oh, okay. Kanzala Savage. Savage singer block Angela fast, please. Don't come here being weird. She's a block Angela. Do you know how much freedom we have to block? To just block. How many piercings do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 up there. 8. Just on my ears. I don't have piercings anywhere else. Kupa 100 Rand the votes. Akina said story. Oh, 100 the votes. Votes for what? Are you a pageant princess? Damn, I thought you were paid $1 per 1K views. Yo, Samuel, $1 per 1K views. Boy, I would have so much money. $1 per 1K. Yeah, I wish. Maybe $1 per 1K views of an ad. 1,000 people need to watch your ad. Maybe, but $1 per 1K views. Sabawel. Please pay attention to me. What's up with Dota Jess? We're coming back, Mama. We took a break. Does she respond? Yes, I do. Gucci guys. Oh, Hambilo Savage. Or has Savage decided to behave? Guys, this is the henna I used. It's not as easy to apply as you think it is. Hey, it's very difficult to apply. I've seen dust. Play some Rema music. And do what? Because usually I play music and do something else. But just to listen to music in J. Hey, much love from Kenya. Sending you love too. Hi, Mrs. Her. Thank you. I love you too. Is henna an alternative to nail polish? Yes, it is. But the thing with henna is, oh, that's Claire. Hi, Claire. The thing with henna is that it fades over a few days, so like you'd have to redo it every week or so. But it's a natural alternative. It's not harmful to your nail bed or anything. Like, it feels like there's nothing on your nail, so it's dye. It's basically natural dye. The day I learned to draw, it's over. How's growing your natural nails so far? I like how natural you are. You're saying that when I have a whole 13 by, this is a 13 by 6, all 13 by 6, how many inches is this? Like 28 inches on my head. But I get what you mean. I'm just trolling. What is your question? How's growing your natural nails? So I had cut them. They were much longer than this. They were like up to here. They were really long. And before I decided to do henna, so foolish of me, I cut them. But now I'm trying to grow them again. It's a lot easier when you don't do like a lot of manual labor to grow your nails. It's a lot easier. Guys, my skin is breaking out, but then again, it's that time of the month, so it makes sense. I heard YouTube ad money was amazing, but later got reduced a couple of years. What was the reason? I don't know. Maybe it's because South Africans, I don't know. I don't know if South Africans watch YouTube as much as they used to. Because some of our favorite YouTubers, like, their views have gone down. Not because their content isn't great, but because we aren't watching. Like, we'd rather watch short form content. So that's why AdSense has gone low. It's because, like, South African viewership of YouTube is relatively low. Mind changing your hair color to ginger? I don't mind at all. Can you see the color on my head? Okay, this is not ginger, this is like brown. But I don't mind. I can change it. The way this hair has me feeling so beautiful, I can change it. Thank you, Kuchigazi. Have you heard about 3-Eye Atlas? What is that? What is that? I've been well, Mrs. Her. How have you been? Love from Botswana. Hey. You don't like nail polish or acrylics? I used to, but now life is just a lot more simpler without. And also, if I looked at like the amount I was spending on a yearly basis on nails, my goodness. My goodness. If you are not doing content, what would you be doing? It's a good question. Teaching. Probably teaching. I'd pay any amount to watch Adiola again. Say less. Is there a language you don't know, Marakaya? Yo, so many languages. I get Hoboa Sisutu. I can Afrikaans praat. Chivenda. Guys, there was one time, it was Tonga, Tonga. Where were we? It was a police officer. We were stopped by a police officer, and the police officer started speaking in Tonga. I was like, yeah! Angizwa luto. I was so embarrassed. How dare I couldn't even recognize the language. That's crazy. Like, I had to ask and say, what language are you speaking? Shitonga. Imagine me. But also, in my defense, Shitonga isn't a language I hear very frequently. Not on TikTok, not in reality, not in nothing. You've been mising my compliments. No, Linati, I haven't seen them. Thank you. Would ever want to visit Botswana? Definitely. I want to visit as many countries as I can. Teaching high school or primary? Definitely high school. Piercing tour? I did give a piercing tour just now. What language do you speak? English and Zulu. It used to be English, Zulu, and Afrikaans, but like, I've got nobody to speak Afrikaans to, so my Afrikaans got bad. The same thing with my Zulu. Like, my Zulu is not as good as it used to be because I'm not speaking Zulu to anyone. Kala just in case every day, all the time. Just in case. That's why I was happy when The Wife came out and when Shaga Ilembe came out. I was like, hey, now it's time to polish my Zulu. Have you left Kenya? Yes, I have, Pauline. I was in Kenya in August, funny enough. Long time ago. What caused that scar on your forehead? My brother pushed me onto a heater and slit my forehead open. Deep talk. Do you think people can change? I think they can. I honestly think there are certain kinds of people that can change. The people whose brains are chemically wired, they can't change. And chemically wired in a destructive way. Like the previous episode of Thought Digest, the last episode of Thought Digest, we spoke about PDF files. I don't want to say it like properly before TikTok bans my life, but PDF files, and whether they are capable of change. And I said to myself, I don't think so. I don't think desire, specifically that desire, changes. It's a chemical imbalance in the brain. And once something's screwed with your brain, I don't think it's done. It's done. Do you believe in prophets of God? I don't know. I don't think so. Honestly speaking, I don't think so. Because I believe in prophets of God, yes. But modern day prophets of God, no. Let me be specific. No, I don't think, because historically prophets were sent to relay messages to the people of God. And that's what they did. Just relay messages. Nowadays, the prophetic has a lot to do with mysticism and sorcery and embarrassing people, really. To the point where I honestly think that a lot of prophetic ministry is demonic. Honestly, like I don't serve a God that exposes sin to thousands, hundreds, millions of people. I don't serve a God that does that. I serve a forgiving God. If anything, if a prophet is aware of someone who is, for instance, let's say sleeping with someone's husband, it is, for me, it makes more sense for the prophet to say to that person that they should just repent, change your ways. That's all. And have an understanding between them and that person. Just the prophet speaking to that person would be enough for that person to be like, yeah, no, this prophet's talking about me sleeping with somebody's husband. And that would be enough. For the prophet to go and say, you, in front of hundreds of thousands of people, and say, you're sleeping with somebody's husband, for the whole congregation to go, ooh. That for me is not of God, unfortunately. Unfortunately, that's my opinion. I don't know what the fact is, but that's that. I don't agree with that. I do not agree with that. Unfortunately, I don't. No. What is Naomi saying? Naomi, don't. Everybody's saying don't. Oh, do you forgive a cheater? Guys, let's now be honest here, né? We've all said, nah, we don't forgive cheating, né? But we've watched our aunts and our cousins and our sisters forgive cheaters. Even sometimes ourselves we've forgiven cheaters. Do you know what I mean? So ideally, don't forgive a cheater. But inhliziyo urabish we-ogani. Urabish nje we-ogani. So yeah, ideally, don't forgive a cheater. Realistically, you probably will. At some point in your life, you will. What is Pumilele saying? Clear, not in reference to sin, but secrets. Let me see. Guys, I'm falling behind. I'm falling behind with the conversation. Where are we? Caiah, teaching. That would mean you'll have to wake up in the morning and we all know who you are. Are we talking about the prophetic stuff? Yeah, I don't agree with the way things are done, guys. You think that person doesn't know they're sleeping with somebody else, and you think they don't know? They know. They're fully aware. They just need somebody to make them aware of the consequences and what God thinks about that, and what the way forward is, what the right way is, and what the guidance should look like, and the next steps that they should take to get out of the situation, if the situation is something they want to get out of. But that everybody should know that? No. Do you know how difficult people find it to forget? They will see, every time they see that woman, whether she repents or she doesn't repent, especially if she repents, somebody's going to remind her of the life she used to live. Somebody. And I don't think I serve a God that does that holds your sins against you. No, darling, I don't, unfortunately. And this thing of saying you can't be smart in Mjolo, I hear you guys. I'm not a Mjolo theorist, unfortunately. I can't theorize on Mjolo because it cannot be mastered by anyone. Mjolo, we're all students of Mjolo, actually. We'll combine one thing or another. How's the weather the other side? Gloomy, but it's not raining. Real, even the Bible says that. It says what? Hi, Nandipa. People need to expose like that to realize the wrong. Be exposed. In front of who? Honestly, in front of who? Because not everybody who goes to church has a sincere heart. Some people go there because it's their only form of entertainment. Churches should be a place where, brothers and sisters come together to hold each other accountable and provide good community and good counsel. But that's not the reality, bro. That's not the reality. Right now, churches are a social setup. There's a hierarchy, there's a popularity contest, there's favorites, there's the rich kids. Like, it has become a classic social setup. It is a classic social setup where there's a hierarchy. There are the socialites, the favorites, the ones with money, the gossipers. Like it's like any other social setup. And for me, I don't think anything warrants exposing somebody's deepest, darkest secrets to a social setup. No. They enjoy gossiping there in church, but nowadays, oh my G, there's no. Hey. No, if she'll tell other people she cheated, yes, if she keeps quiet. Oh, you're debating whether or not it's forgivable. What's your opinion on narcissism? You're gonna need to be a little bit more specific there. Mjolo businisa sonke. Arkhethu bala. Ela. Because I don't give relationship advice anymore, bruh. We're all students here. It's fun das Ham. It's Ham das Fund. Hey! No ways. Hello, Dad. I forgot. Yes, she came, Dad. You're in your wig era. Love it. Thank you. I really am. I'm enjoying it. Bye now. Hey, Chrissy. Have you ever experienced narcissism in a relationship? I'm willing to admit, my ear is turning red. I'm willing to admit that I'm not well informed when it comes to narcissism. So maybe I should read more, consume more content. But for the most part, I'm not well informed. Dala ngasho ukuthi you're rich girl nithatha English go wena. I wish I'm not rich yet. This is on yet, but yeah, Baba we colored so we speak English. I hope when I come back you'd still be live, probably. I really hope it doesn't exist, Shame. I think it does. I think it does. Excuse me. Babala, are you adjusting? You type like a jesty. I think jestys know each other. We're like, nah. How is 2025 for you so far? It's over. It's over. But you know, I knew it, Babala. I knew it. I knew you were a jesty. The way you type, the way you speak is very jesty coded. I've been not studying, but like, yes, Dad. I've been consuming literature. Should I say it that way? Just these are people who watch Don't Digest. I've been consuming content around the way Africans understand time, and how the future is a Western concept, and Africans have always been conscious of the past. So for Africans, the past is the point and has always been the point. It's obviously, when colonization happened that we adopted their education systems and were forced to integrate their knowledge systems even, right? But as far back as any historian can record, we've always been a people of the past, in that we are always establishing the past, because the past is more real, more memorable, and more tangible than the future. I say that to say this, right? That the concept of years for me, that this is 2025 and this is 2026, and are you looking forward to 2026 and how is 2025? For me, I've learned to just establish the past, right? And even if 2025 is ending according to the calendar, in my mind, I'm always conscious and working towards a past. Does that make sense? So tomorrow for me is about yesterday. I don't know how else to explain it, but even the now for me is about what happened this morning, what happened this afternoon, what happened yesterday, more than it is about what am I going to do tomorrow. There's this lady on TikTok, she goes by the name Faithful Femininity 2.0. Please check her. I will. I get you fully. Okay, I'm glad. How do I say your name? Nah, explain harder. Okay. The only thing you can establish is the past, right? You have no knowledge of what the future holds, if there even is a future. You have no vision. That vision is what? Vision into the future. You have hopes and dreams and faith and belief, and all of those things can bring the future to life in your mind, right? But what is more real is the past, what has happened, what you have done, what you have said, because you can't deep sutu. What was I saying? The past has already happened, right? and that's what you have control over insofar as what you do now. So I don't know what I'm going to say in the next minute, but I can establish what I have said. It's very philosophical. I'm trying my best. Renehe. Thank you. I tried. It makes sense. You can only look forward to tomorrow because of the past. Thank you, Baba Loa. Plain and simple. So I try not to think of the years as 365. I think of day by day. So how was 2025? Or no, I don't. That's not how I process time. Unfortunately, I process time as yesterday, the week before, the month before at most. But processing 12 months at a time for me, no, I don't do that. You're trying to do great in your now to make a great history. Fantastic. That's the one. That's the one. That's the one. That's the one. Thank you. Thank you, boy, my back. You're great. Feels like you're just lying to me. I'm not lying to you. What would I be lying about? Have you ever struggled with explaining away certain narratives about yourself that you know aren't true? I'm presuming you meant to put true at the end there. No, I don't feel any pressure or necessity to explain myself to anyone. The people who misunderstand me want to misunderstand me and can stay on that side. The people who love to give me the benefit of the doubt, I embrace. And the people who love me, I love them back. I don't genuinely have never struggled with trying to prove that I'm not who you think I am. You know what I mean? If anything, the villain in me wants to prove that I am who you think I am, so you can leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? Because proving yourself becomes cyclical. You know, there will always be an influence, especially when you're in the public eye, or not even in the public eye, guys, even like in school. No matter who you are, what you do, how good you are, a spanner can be thrown in the works. And what makes it cyclical is that every time a spanner is thrown in the work, you try to convince them, and then they are convinced in another spanner, then you convince them, and it's a never-ending cycle. Just be happy with being misunderstood. What's your favorite song right now? Let me play it for you. It's taking the lighting away. I'm using my iPad for lighting. But let me play you my favorite song. I don't like blogs, guys. Like, for me, blogs are so sad. What do you mean? Because blogs post every day. Every 12 hours even. What do you mean your life and content revolve around other people? Very dangerous place to be in. Wanna get on me, wanna get on me. I'm trying to remember the name of the song. Let's touch on you. Can you guys hear my dad? What's the name of the song? Guys, why can't I find my song? What's the name of the song? I also find them weird but enjoy watching other people's vlogs. Blogs, I mean. Do you listen to secular music? Yes, I do. What talent do you think you have or might have? Ish, I don't think I have talents. Wanna get on eBay. Let me find the song. Yes, there it is. October London. This is my favorite song right now.
We're all human. You know, we're all sexual beings too, so it's lovemaking is just a part of it. And lovemaking is what I do, you know. Yeah. Oh, my dog. Wanna get on me. Wanna get on me. Want you to touch on me. Wanna get on me. Wanna get on me. Fire.
about the song, guys. I don't know what it is about this song, but it's very
touch on you, you touching on me. This love is real. No fake of fun.
listen.
No, touching on me. I'm getting on it. Go,
Wow. What a good song. That's my favorite song right now. And then what do you think helped you be so articulate? Or you just happen to be? No, just speak. Somebody asked me that earlier. The key to being articulate is speech. Speak, even if it's to yourself. Oops. I'm coming, guys. I'm coming. What was I saying? Yeah, speak, even if it's to yourself in the mirror, or you record videos you never post of thoughts. Just thoughts. What's on your mind? Video journals. That kind of stuff makes you a lot more articulate because you're listening to yourself, and then you're listening where your filler words are. Are you saying like? Are you saying Are you saying You know. What's that one? You get me? When you do the mouth sounds also. It's good to listen to yourself. It's giving Marvin Gaye. Yes. October London does sound like Marvin Gaye. I have trouble with translating my thoughts to people. Then say your thoughts out loud. Record yourself. Pretend, like, have fake conversations. Pretend somebody's asking you what your thoughts are. What are your thoughts on respectability politics? Then you research what are respectability politics. Summarize respectability politics in a way that you understand, and then record yourself sharing what your thoughts are on what you've just learned. Do it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. I just arrived and you were talking about articulate. You're talking about articulate yourself. Dumb it down. What do you mean? Who's this? I'll allow your comments so you can see how foolish you're being. I'm scared of being wrong. That is the mark of wisdom. Because foolish people think they're always right. Wise people are always open to the possibility of being wrong. So I think you're moving in the right direction. To be concerned with being wrong means you're concerned with being right. So find out what is right about the thing you want to talk about. You know what I mean? I'm just hearing your thoughts on thoughts. I just love you lots. I love you too, Wendy. I love you too. What is Junebug saying? I was saying, what's something you miss about having a private life? Not being asked about my family, not being asked about my relationship. Like, those things are so close and so dear to me that having anyone else's opinion, especially strangers' opinion, frustrates me so much. That's what I miss. Frustrates me so much. He's not confident enough to express himself because he fears being wrong. Like I said, fearing being wrong is the starting point, right? And what builds your confidence when you fear being wrong is finding out what's right. So, for instance, the conversation will be about the Matlanga Commission, right? You won't be confident enough to contribute to the conversation if you don't know anything about that. More importantly, if you don't have anything sound to say about it. You can throw in an opinion here or there. Drop that pen, please. Sorry. You can throw in an opinion here and there, but you won't have anything meaningful to contribute to the conversation, which will make it difficult for you to be confident because you don't know what's right. You don't have the right information. You don't have even the foundational knowledge of politics and the way that the South African democracy is run, or the way that the judicial system and the legislative system in South Africa run, enough for you to say anything. There's no way you can be confident in that conversation because you know nothing. So if you're afraid of being wrong, it means you want to know. You have the desire to know what's right. So always find out what's right. Guys, I know like people are against ChatGPT, but ain't nothing wrong. We're just quickly ChatGPTing and reading and saying, okay, this is what this conversation is about. Oh, okay, so this is the root of the... Quickly, in the midst of a really important conversation, even to step out and say, I have to pick up this call. Meanwhile, nobody's calling. You're just going to check what they're talking about on ChatGPT. What is narcissism? Okay, read quickly. 5 minutes. This is narcissism. These are the narcissistic traits. Who do I know in my life that is a narcissist? And what traits do they, exude? Then you come back to the conversation and say, so, what were you talking about? Narcissism. So this is my thoughts on narcissism, because you went quickly. There's no shame in searching for knowledge. No shame at all. Even in the midst of people, to even ask is a mark of intelligence. To say, okay, what do you mean by this? And they explain it to you. If that person doesn't explain to you what they're talking about, or they kind of brush you off and say, what do you mean I need to explain that? You don't need to be having that conversation. You do not need to be having that conversation. Get out of the room. If people are having a quote-unquote important conversation and they aren't willing to educate whoever else is in that conversation, they're not having the conversation to progress. They're having the conversation to impress. And who are you to join in a show of whose face is best? No. Don't join face-offs. Don't join face-offs. If you're on the other hand, you won't fear being wrong. Which is why... Dude... Okay. Let's talk about it. I think... Again, like I said, I think it's wise to always consider that you might be wrong. Because I was listening to a conversation on Star Talk. Star Talk is what is a podcast by astrophysicists and philosophers, and they usually talk about philosophical topics from a astrophysician point of view. Very complicated podcast, but if you'd like to listen to it, listen to it. And there's literally an episode on being wrong, what it is to be wrong. And the idea of wrong is progressive, as is the idea of being right. The example that the astrophysicist made in that conversation was that at some point, astrologists thought the sun revolved around the earth. And at that time, it was wrong. At the time, it was the truth. Widely accepted truth. It was right? But upon more research, as time went on, open conversation, I already said more research, they realized that they were wrong. At the time, they were right. But they realized, no, it is actually the earth that orbits around the sun. So if we bring it to everyday conversation, even now, I accept the possibility of being wrong, because a conversation could be had with someone else. A conversation could be had later. The same conversation, same person, later, just with more knowledge. And what I thought was right then, and what was widely accepted as right, is now wrong, because we all have let time lapse. We've all done a little more reading. We've all been engulfed in a different reality. So, like I said, always being conscious of the possibility of being wrong is wise. But to be obsessed, you're actually right. To be obsessed with being wrong, or the possibility of being wrong, is where the problem might lie, because that's also what can contribute to somebody's confidence issues and their inability to articulate themselves, so on and so forth. So I agree with you there. Being right or wrong is not important. Being truthful is. Okay, now you're taking me back to first year philosophy. What is right? What is wrong? What is true? We need to define what truth is. Okay, you know what? Let's not make this live about philosophy. But I love... Who is this? Junebug. I love the direction that you're taking the conversation in. Like, this is a conversation I'd love to have on Thought Digest, or even have on my own channel. Maybe do some video commentary. I'd love to have a conversation about wrong, right, and truth. You know? Because I believe truth is multidimensional. Ugh, I do. I believe there's objective truth. I think there's subjective truth. And I think lies in themselves can contain some truth. I think there's whole truth. I think there's partial truth. I think there's omitted truth. I think truth in itself is so multidimensional that having one definition or a single truth is impossible. I sounds crazy, but yeah. I study philosophy too. Right or wrong is subjective in a sense. Thank you, Babala. It is, because right or wrong, you can't have a conversation about right or wrong without having a conversation about morality. Because morality is whether something is right or wrong. Delving into the rightness or the wrongness of something. And where do people derive morality from? Religion, culture, society, even something as small as the nuclear family can dictate what you believe is right or wrong. So right or wrong is also subjective. Universal right or wrong? Hey, Ruby's here. Ooh, Ruby's here. Favorite modern philosopher? I'm not familiar with many modern philosophers, if I'm being quite honest. Hey Ruby, long time no speak. Are you well? Ruby, you have money to be gifting people. That's why not. Ngithandela lokho ukuthi uyaphana. What was I about to say now? I forgot now. See, Ruby. Because can the sky be also pink? Funny enough. Hey, this conversation is getting very philosophical, but listen, I'm also kind of scientific. But your eyes don't see color, your brain does. Neurotransmitters give information to your optic nerves and interpret hue differently. That's why I remember there was a dress online where people were arguing if it's white or blue or something like that. White, green, or blue. There was this one dress. And people were up in arms. Like, this is a blue dress. And people were like, no, this is a white dress, Because it's not your eyes that see color, it's your brain. So can the sky be pink? Yes, depends on who you are. I think narrative control is more impactful. What is IRT? What is IRT? Opinion on Nietzsche. Remind me what Nietzsche's philosophy is. I have terrible memory when it comes to writers, but if you tell me what their philosophy is, I can give an opinion. Because I would remember having read the philosophy. It's just the writer that always slips my mind. I'm going to go out on a whim and ask if you listen to Alex O'Connor. No, Alex O'Connor. Wait, that sounds familiar. Give me a second. That sounds familiar. See, I never remember people's names. But Alex O'Connor. No, I've seen him. But I don't listen to him. I think I will. Why am I even here? Sisyphus. That's nice. He did a video on the book that I'm reading right now, The Myth of Sisyphus by Albert Camus. He did a video. That's so nice. I want to watch it after I read the book. I don't want him to spoil it for me. I want to share the people Let me actually share, guys, what channels I listen to and the channels I watch. Damn it, they're not on my iPad. But Star Talk is one of them. There's empirical truth and normative truths. There we go. Baba is pulling up the first year philosophy, bro. Thank you so much. I even forgot those terms, imperative and normative. Empirical and normative. Shoo. You're taking me back. You're taking me so back. Have you read Meditations by Marcus Aurelius? I opened it. I went to exclusive books the other day and I opened it. I read a little bit of it, but I think, what is the word? I was more interested in the myth of Sisyphus. But I haven't read Meditations. I think it will be my next read. All I can say, be true to yourself, and discerning lies and truths will be easy. I can get behind that. Noah, where did you go? Where did you go? Alex O'Connor, please listen to his podcast. I will. And Ngobile, thank you so much for the recommendation. I will. Do you listen to Trippy Red? The sky is black, but it appears blue because of the sea. That would make sense to me, honestly, guys. Because at night, what color is the thingy? The sky. I don't know. I'm not a... What discipline is that? Do people study the real colors of things? Facts aren't truths. Junebug, that I can agree with. That is true. Facts are not truths. That is what is true and what is factual. Thank you for the Alex O'Connor recommendation. I will. What color do you see when you close your eyes? I see nothing. What would you change about the educational structure? What I think the educational structure is missing is reality. Why am I writing it down? I think it's missing reality. There are things that I can appreciate. I don't know what it's like now, to be honest, but there are things I can appreciate about, for instance, studying the English language in high school, where at some point in the curriculum we were shown how to do a CV. That I can appreciate. But life orientation should be a lot more practical when it comes to all spheres, equipping students to tackle the real world. Tax. How do you file your tax returns? Okay. How do you do your taxes? I think there should be a life orientation version of comprehension, but real life scenarios. For instance, what do you do when you're being antagonized? Write me 300 words. Things like that. Equipping students to deal with real life. Because honestly, I don't remember half of what I learned in flipping geography, bro. Something's gotta give. Anyway. And how to pay water and report water reading and reporting. Exactly. Thank you. Things like that. How to communicate your thoughts without hesitation. Fantastic. I agree. Those are all the things I wish life orientation had. Even English. English should be doing more speeches. Anybody? my people. Yeah, my people. As Kisini, guys. As Kisini, you know how parents are. I can't tell them, hey, hangizi lapho. Alright. Where were we? Not focused on school lifestyle, but life in general. Absolutely. Where were we? I like that you guys kept the conversation going on your own. Gingeko. Life orientation, just a confused subject. I'm telling you, bro. Physical education. Be serious, man. Speak Setswana. I get tsebe ho bua Setswana. Ke tlo tsamaya no hobaneng ke tshwere ke tlala. A ke batle ho apeya. Apeya is to cook, ne? A ke batle Ryan Holiday. No, I haven't read Ryan Holiday. Currently braiding my hair. Is that okay with everyone? Yes, that's okay with everyone. No, ke batla ho bua Setswana, no. Eya, ke tlo reka takeaway. Or ke tlo frya nama. Nama is meat, ne? Ke tlo frya nama. Yin bese. And then ke tlo ja nama eo le burotho le salad le the olives ke be sharp. No, ke tlo frya nama. I guess so order. I guess so reka takeaway. I guess so reka takeaway. Do you read books that much? I read one book a month. I'm a very slow reader. I must be honest. Does it hurt? Hey, who was Setswana? Akinali limi la Setswana. Zulu. You speak like it hurts. Untlaela. No. Kitlo roja. Ska tlore ke bua nkare ko ho botlhoko. How botlhoko. Who's been teaching? Akena motho otlon ruta. But ruta is to pee in one and to learn, to teach in the other language. So which one is it? Akena motho on thusang ho bua Setswana. On tuta. One tuta. Yeah. Ahuna motho on tutan Setswana. Ke a tuta nna. I tuta ka TikTok. Ke sheba TikTok. Ke mamele di story time. Sa Batswana. Ke ithute. You know what? Am I doing well? It's so difficult. One book per month is okay. I mean, I read one for almost 6 months ish. It's so difficult to read. It's the attention span. TikTok is just yanking our attention span. Ke tsamaya no. Ke tlo ba live. Ka 11. Yeah, 11 or 10. I has the chin. So fun. Okay, I can detect it is closer. My closer is even worse, man. I feel like when you grow up, you get busy, so you can't read a lot like that. Yeah. I wish I could read as much as I used to in high school. In high school, we were given novels. Remember, we were given novels. Just nail that novel in 1 week. The Giver, I read it in a few days. What's the other one? The Picture of Dorian Gray in a few days. What's the other one? All the novels that we had in high school, in a few days, I had them. Ngiyafika when uyahamba we ukuthi ngikhale buya. Your closer can't be worse counted. Yeah. Ndithini isiXhosa, abantu abathetha isiXhosa bane-accent andazi ukuba ndizoyichaza ngesiXhosa, ndizoyichaza kanjani, kodwa nine-accent nina nice yona, ndiyayithanda i-accent yenu, kodwa kumele ni admit ukuba nine accent as maXhosa. Ndinithanda ukufa maXhosa. Nibahle, ni bold, ndinithanda boldness benu. As a Xhosa girl, your accent is not bad. You see, you're admitting that Xhosa people have an accent. You guys have an accent. Explain is ucacisa. Thank you. Okay. Ndinicacisele. Thank you, Balega ngawethu. Okay. Bendithi amaXhosa ndiwathandela ukuthi nesibindi. Isibindi is also Zulu, but I'm assuming it's Xhosa. Banesibindi, and ndibathandela ukuthi bayakwazi ukuzithethela. Enqindilili yini leyo leyo? Mapefo wants to set me up. Okay, ndizothetha yini ndiyagoduka ngoku nina. Ingaba ibabuhlungu phi? Jayela ngabe. Ndiyazama ndiyagoduka ngoku ndiyotya. Afrikaans. Ek kan 'n bietjie Afrikaans praat. Dis nie baie goed nie, maar dis goed genoeg om de ander mense verstaan. My tannie, al my pa se familie praat Afrikaans. So ek moet eers verstaan voor ek praat. Ek verstaan baie goed, maar om te praat is baie moeilik. Wayogoduka ndiyagoduka ndiyotya ngoku ndiyofraya inyama. Yini inyama ngesiXhosa? Hamba uye kutya. Hey, ek wil dit in Afrikaans sê. When confidence outside is Afrikaans, you don't breathe in and out. Nee, my familie is Afrikaans, praat, ja, hulle praat Afrikaans. So, om te beklemtoon. Hulle praat Afrikaans, so ek kan 'n bietjie praat. Maar ek kan nie baklei in Afrikaans nie. Hey, screaming match in Afrikaans. Oh, I lose. You don't breathe in and out om te beklemtoon. To communicate. My Afrikaans was baie goed as ek in hoërskool was. Dit was baie goed. Even what's even in Afrikaans? Even ook No, that's also. Hey, see, I used to know Afrikaans so good, guys. My oral presentations in Afrikaans were so good. Like, prepared speech, oh, was so good. Nou, ek kan nie Afrikaans praat nie om my lewe te red. I can't speak Afrikaans to save my life. That's what I just said. Can I have that hare, dankie? Nee, dis my gunsteling hare. Dis my gunstelingste hare. Ek kan jou die kinky stryd gee. Daai kinky stryd het my 4 gewys. Ja, daai kinky het my 4 gewys. Ja, ek sal nooit daai hare dra. Ek sal nooit daai hare dra. Ek kan het Zulu singcono. Ay, singcono kabi ke Zulu sami then all the other languages. Yeah. Singcono kodwa it's not the best. You want the kinky straight for real? Was I being serious? That's the question. Giving away hair is so tough, guys. Now that I think about it, pinky promise on live-ish. Nee man, ek kan laat ek dink vir 'n bietjie. Laat ek dink. Kan ek ook hart kry asseblief? Hart. Wat praat jy oor nou? Na ek speel. Okay, don't give it to me, my cousin, if you love it. But isn't that when a gift means the most, if the person loves it? Isn't that when it means the most? Darling. Ek sal oor dit dink. Moenie worry nie. Ek sal dit dink. Hi Sisi Caiah, I love you so much. You have helped me. Oh, that means so much to me. Okay, guys, let me go eat before I burst into oblivion from hunger. Again, time. I'll see you later, guys. See you at 10 o'clock. Give and it will come back to you. Watch. Hey, that's a tad of closer, yo. Some mind. I look at you like closer is the more advanced version of Zulu, like all time. The closer word for look at me about to pee on live at a craze. It feels like a video call. Let me get out of here. The closer word for keys is so difficult. Is chick. Hey, but you guys, I need to be. I was about to pee on live. Ooh, finger caught. Bye bye. See you later, 10 p.m. Okay, bye.